Is the United States on the brink of forcing Iran to its knees? Or is the White House trying to spin a diplomatic stalemate into a victory? The past 24 hours have brought a whirlwind of contradictions from the Middle East. The White House says it is very close to achieving its core objectives with Iran. But at the same time, Tehran is publicly rejecting an American peace proposal, calling it excessive. Let's break down the high-stakes situation playing out between Washington and Tehran. Let's start with what came from Washington. A White House official said the United States is very close to meeting its core objectives regarding Iran. The language was confident. But what are those objectives? The administration has long wanted to ensure Iran never gets a nuclear weapon. The message is that the pressure on Iran, economic and military, is pushing the regime to its limit. But if Washington is claiming victory, Tehran sees things very differently. Here is where the story gets complicated. Reports from Pakistan, which is acting as a mediator, say the United States recently sent a 15-point proposal to Iran. The White House is being careful. They say they never confirmed that plan and talks are still happening, but the details that came out show a huge exchange. The American proposal reportedly asks Iran to take apart its nuclear facilities. In return, sanctions on Iran would be lifted. That sounds like a simple trade, but for Iran's leaders, this is not acceptable.
Today, Iran responded, and they did not just say no. They laid out 5 conditions for peace. An Iranian official said the war must end across all fronts. That means they want all military and economic pressure to stop. But the condition that stands out is the last one: payment of reparations. Iran is asking the United States to pay money for damage caused by years of sanctions. So let's look at what each side wants. The US wants Iran to end its nuclear program. Iran wants the US to drop all sanctions and pay reparations. These two positions are far apart. When the White House says they are very close to their goals, they likely mean Iran is feeling the pressure and is at the table. But close does not mean a deal is done. This is not just about diplomacy. The risks are high. Any mistake could lead to a military strike on Iran's nuclear sites. That would make oil prices jump and could pull the whole Middle East into a bigger war. The BBC report notes that the US plan has not been made public. That silence is a choice. By not confirming the 15-point plan, the White House keeps its options open. They can say one thing or another depending on how talks go. Here is the reality. When the White House says they are very close to meeting their goals, it is partly true. They have put pressure on Iran, strengthened alliances with Israel and Gulf countries, and brought Iran to the table. But close is a tricky word. While Washington says it is almost there, Tehran is pushing back hard. Rejecting the peace plan and demanding reparations is not the behavior of a country ready to give up. It is a test to see how far the US is willing to go. The next few days will be important. Is this the final step before a deal, or the calm before something bigger? One thing is clear. The White House says the goals are close, but with Iran demanding reparations and rejecting the peace plan, the line between success and failure is very thin. We will keep watching this story as it develops.